Alright farmers, it's Wednesday the 13th of September and we're back with some mods. So first up is fertilizer production. This is by DS Power, 1.17 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 40 grand to place down, and obviously it's going to be for making fertilizer. So you've got your taking out point just there, you've got your loading in point just there. We'll come around here like that into your production chain menu. So 1,000 litres of manure, 1,000 water, 250 of lime. It's going to give you 1,000 solid fertiliser and 750 digestate. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if you ever got that sort of stuff hanging around, obviously, you know, manure coming out of your cows or your pigs, water, just get that out of a lake or a stream or whatever, and then, you know, a bit of lime, bang it in there, make some fertiliser. Oh, that's different, but I like it. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is grain drying shed. This is by Cartech, 11.8 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in 2 different places. So you've got the first bit, it's going to be in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find that one. They are 40 grand to place down, and obviously once you've dried out your crops, you're going to want somewhere to sell it. So we'll come up to the selling points. We'll scroll back along for this one because it's, you know, a little bit, you know, it's a hatch marking area, to be fair, so you know, you just place it wherever you want. You could like have a building behind it as a sort of aesthetic look to it, but all right, fair enough. Now you've got your loading in point just there, and also just there. You're going to got your taken out point there, and then obviously on the end you got your production chain menu. So we have got dry wheat, dry barley and dry oats. Obviously 1,000 litres of each going in, plus 100 litres of wood chips, because obviously you're going to need something to basically burn. Let's face it. So your wood chips, that means it's going to go into there for the actual burner unit, and your crops are going to go into that one. Obviously got to heat up, dry it out. That being said, let's have a look actually on the shop menu. How much is it going for? So you got wheat, which is 1,200, barley, which is 1,200. Right, okay, fair enough. So let's go down to the dry stuff. Let's see how much they're selling that for. So here we are, we got the dry wheat, dry barley, dry oat. So it's giving us sort of, say, maybe like 100 per 1,000 litres extra. All right, fair enough, it's something different. Obviously dry it out. Very nice. So next up is crude oil production. This is by Bartsanov 3, 49.69 megabyte on the download. And there's a lot to this. But to be fair, it's not that difficult. You know, once you've got it all laid out, it's fine. So, you're going to find them in the construction menu. And the first batch, yeah, the first batch, that doesn't start well, does it? It's under production chains and factories. So, we'll scroll along to find the first one. So, there you are. You got oil well pump. So, that's going to be that one for 100 grand. We then got big oil pump. That's going to be for 200 grand. Now, this is what starts it all off. Getting the oil out of the ground. Then once you've got it out of the ground, you can then put it into a small refinery. You can then put it into a medium refinery, and then, as you can imagine, a large refinery at the end. Now, you can do 2 things. Well, you can do 3 things, actually. You've got a sell point, once you've made it into different things. So we go into sell points there, and we'll scroll back along to find these ones. So we've got average purchase of product sales. That's going to be that building there. We then got a small sales stall. We then got a farmer's market, and then we've got the crude oil purchase point. And then if you wanted to, at the end, just make a little bit of extra cash anyway, you can go into generators, and you got that one there. Oil pump. Fair enough, 4,800 a month. Now you have got this little section. It comes straight off the actual pump wells itself. So if you didn't want to put it into a refinery, you just wanted to put it into there. If you go into buildings and silos, we'll scroll along to find this one. There you are, 15 grand. It's going to hold 70,000 litres. Fair enough. Now, these are ace. There is a couple of other things in this pack as well. So obviously, once you made your crude oil, you're going to need to transport it around a little. So we've got a modded version, the MKS8 and the MKS32 to transport it all around. We've also got the FST 990. And then to start it all off, if you've gone for the small oil pump, you're going to need an empty oil barrel. Fair enough. So if you're going for this one, you bang the empty oil barrel into there, and obviously you produce it on the production chain menu just there. So barrels in, oil out. Fair enough. And then you take the oil out, if you've got one of those tankers, out of there. And then we come over to the big one. Now this is a little bit better, to be fair, because obviously that cost 100 grand, that cost 200 grand, but you'll see what I mean. We go into there for the recipe, you don't have to put anything in, it's just air. So just turn it on and let it run. Oh, that's ace. I mean, you take your oil out of there as well. Busting. Fair enough. And then you got the silo for it as well. Load in and load out if you want to store your crude oil. Now, obviously, if you want to make it into other things, we've got these here. These are ace. So we got that there. So you got a kerosene. We then got paraffin. We then got motor oil. And we got bearing grease. Obviously, you need to lube up your bearings. And it'll also make diesel as well. Oh, fair enough. So you load your stuff into there. So obviously, you take it out of there in your tanker. Bang it in there. Obviously, jobs are good. And then you've got your production chain menu just there. Now, all the oil refineries are the same. They're all going to make the same sort of thing. But obviously, the medium makes it quicker than the small one. And then the large one makes it quicker than both of them. That's just the general sort of thing when you go for a bigger building. But they all make the same things, which is ace. New pallets. Can we pick them up, actually? Let's have a look. No, 1.1 ton for that one. One ton for a pallet of paraffin, really? Alright, fair enough. And obviously, once you've made it out of your refineries, you'll then take it to a sell point, if you wanted to. Sell it wherever you like, place one of those down. And then we've got this over here. Now, this isn't really part of the whole production shenanigans on the go. This is more of a, like a government subsidy sign, but just with a crude oil aesthetic. Yeah, we'll go down that road. Obviously, don't give you that much, because you get millions from those signs. But 4,800 a month, that's not bad. That being said, I mean, I'll put up a little slide now of the layout that actually comes from the modder itself and where things go and whatever. So just pause the video now and then you can actually just take a look at your own leisure for it. But still, that's ace. Ah, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the Pro Bale Grab Auto Load. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 2.61 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Bale Loaders. Now, there's only supposed to be 2 in this pack, but we've actually got more than 2. I'm not sure what's going on because it's the Pro Bale RB and then the SB. So you've got a tall one and a short one. Not understanding why that's going on, but they're all the same anyway. So we're going to this one. So it's going to do 180 to 240 centimeter square bales on this one, 3 grand. You can then have attacher type, telehandler, front loader, wheel loader, 3-point or back to telehandler. So it's going to attach to everything, let's face it. Main colour, you go for whichever one you want. Fair enough. And then obviously we've got a round bale option as well. So 3 grand again, 125 centimetre to 180 centimetre round bales, telehandler, front loader, wheel loader, 3-point, and then back to telehandler. So again, it's going to attach to everything. Main colour again, obviously the main colour. Now, this is awesome. I mean, if you want a little bit of, yeah, we've got trailers that do auto load for bales, but if you want to get just a little bit more immersive on the go and sort of want to stack it yourself, this is the thing. This is the thing. So we come up to it like that. Obviously, you know, I've got a bale there. Yeah, it's not picking up. So if we back up and we do LB and X start auto load, so it puts the jaws out like that. Drive up to it. Boom. It's on. Oh, that is so easy. That's so easy. Then you do LB and Y unload. Drops it off. Jobs are good. Now what you can also do as well, if you do LB and left on the D-pad, it says close cover. It actually shows the trigger. So that's where you're going to need to get it in. Oh, that's fair enough. And what you can do as well, RB and right stick left and right, you can move that trigger out if you wanted to. So we can now come up to it. If we go LB and X, start auto load. Boom, straight away from miles away. It's like a magnet. Oh, that is awesome. Next up is the Lizard GNCR. This is by GNFS and Adriano Ivenkio. 15.74 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these pair on the disc harrows. So we've got a 32 by 22 and then a 44 by 22. Fair enough. 2.8, 4.2 meter. Alright, so we're going to this one there. So this has got a 2.8 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 85 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 16.5 grand. We then got wheel brands, Lizard, Midas, BKT or Lizard, and then we've got a couple of different options going through. We've got Jewels on the disc arrow. All right, fair enough. Then you've got design discs 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1. Got disc cleaner, yes or no. Although that being said, oh, they're in the middle. Oh, it sort of like just scrapes it off. Oh, that's ace. That is ace. Main colour is obviously going to do the main colour. And then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. I like that disc cleaner though. It's like little forks that's just going to scrape it all off as you go through. That's ace. Oh, love it. Right, we've also got a bigger version. So we've got the 120 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 4.2 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 22 grand. Same options on the wheels and the tyres. Disc again, 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1. Disc cleaners again. That is just a little, just the little touches that just make things better, I must admit. And obviously you got your main colour, same as before, and then rim colours, same as before. That is awesome. I mean, it's a little thing, but I like it. Oh, brilliant. Right, next up is the SP10M. This is by Ridiculous Dominic, 4.27 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under plows. Now, Ridiculous Dominic does one of the highest powered tractors in the game, that John Deere. So this is going to be ace. We've got the SP10M and the SP10M Unreal. That's a difficult name to say. So they both cost the same. We'll go into this one. Oh, a flat plow on the back. I do like those. That's ace. 320 horsepower requirement, 10.5 metre working width. That is all right. 9 mile an hour working speed. It's only going to cost you 4,200. That's well cheap. You then got the option of add function, mulcher, or standards. You want to do a bit of mulching and ploughing at the same time, go for it. Main colour? Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. Copper. Yes. Look at that. And then design colour, we'll go with a maroon candy on the prongs on the bottom. Oh, ace. This could be my new favourite plough. And you see, has that got like a 3-point on the back as well? So you could hook this up to the tractor and then have something else on the back of it. That is awesome. And then obviously to go with Ridiculous Dominic's name, we've got ridiculous speed on this. 24 mile an hour ploughing without any extras on the go. Oh, that's ace. 4,200 to buy again. Same horsepower requirement, same options. No, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Copper, and then we'll go for the prongs in chrome. Oh, yes. This is brilliant. Right, next up is the Lizard U250 U300. This is by Puzzcap, 9.77 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these pair under cultivators. So the 250, 2.5 metre working width, the 300, 3 metre working width. Fair enough, as the name would suggest. So 30 horsepower requirement, so that's nice and low. 9 mile an hour working speed, 3 grand to buy. Then got the options on rollers, 1, 2, spin it around the back actually, start again. 1, 2, and then back to 1. So you got a straight one and then the sort of slanted one. You got the main colour, we'll go with that. Does the main frame. Design colour, it's going to do everything else. That's all right, that is. Obviously, we've got the 300, so slightly bigger, 52 horsepower requirement, 3 metre working width, 3.5 grand. Same options on the roller, same options on the colours. That being said, though, for some small farming shenanigans, that'll be all right. Well, next up is the Lizard KM180 4+1+1. This is by JMZ, 8.32 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under ploughs. So it starts off with 130 horsepower requirement, 3 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, which is a little bit strange because that's not what it says on the website and it's not what it says on there. It's got 2 working widths. All right, fair enough. 11 grand to start with. So you've got the 4 furrow. You can then have a 5 furrow. So the 4 furrows should be 2.1 metre working width. 5 furrows should be 2.6 metre working width with 160 horsepower requirement. And then the 6 furrow should be 190 horsepower requirement with 3.1 metre working width. Right, fair enough. Then you got link balls, yes or no. And then main colour is red, red or red. Sort of more of a used distressed red. But that being said though, that's all right. Right, next up is the Case IH490. This is by Exoblode Modding, 8.22 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under disc arrows. And this is going to require 180 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 9.8 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 10 grand. That's nice and cheap. You then got configuration, case IH red, IKR yellow. I need to put my teeth in. And then case IH red. You got design standard, 1, 2. Oh, that does the stickers on the side. Alright, so 1 is no stickers by the looks of it. Okay, 2 is... Oh no, 1's got a sticker there just above the wheel. 2 then put stickers on the back. And then we've got standard, which has got stickers on the front frame. And then back to 1. Alright, fair enough. Attacher type trailer, Cat 3, Cat 2, Cat 4, or trailer. And that's your options. If you're into your disc harrowing, this is doing nicely. Right, next up is the Lizard N035RNW3. This is by Zimov, 8.19 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under fertilizer spreaders because it's a lime and fertilizer spreader. 3020 litre capacity, 35 horsepower requirement for me tractor. That's nice and low. 4 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 9.5 grand to buy. You then got the option to change the configuration up to 4,820. Or back to 350 or 3050, 3050. That's better. Put my teeth in. Wheel setup. So we've got standard, bolted rims, or standard. You then got decals, yes or no. Put those on the front like that. Fair enough. Lighting, yes. Only reflectors or no. So we've got nothing on the sides. Yes, puts those on the back. Reflectors only on the sides or nothing. Right, fair enough. Main colour, any one of those. Does the main frame. Design colour. We'll go over green. Does that cover at the back? Design colour again. Alright, what's that changed? Is it the wheels? No. What about the inside? Oh, it does the logos, the stickers. Right, fair enough. Rim colour, that's obviously going to do the rims. Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's alright, that is. I mean, nice little fertiliser or lime spreader. Very nice. Next up is the Class Quantum 3800K. This is by Wolfex Modding and Whiteboard Modding. 13.33 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Forage Pack. So it's got 35,000 litre capacity, 90 horsepower requirement for me tractor. That's low for a Forage wagon, I must admit. 12 mile an hour working speed, 28 grand to buy. So that's cheap as well. That's all right. You then got the wheel setup, standard, wide 2, wide 3, and then back to standard. Main colour, any one of those. Design colour, black or silver. And then rim colour, it's obviously going to do the rims. That's all right, that is. I mean, nice and cheap and low on the horsepower requirement. Very nice. Next up is the John Deere CS690 and 606 SH608 SH Lavender. Man, that's a long name. This is by Action Mobile, 28.94 megabyte on the download. And just come down to your mods and DLCs, it's a lot easier. It's basically a cotton harvester that you can use on lavender. Interesting. So you got the harvester itself, 550 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, 10,000 litre capacity, 613 grand. You got the usual shenanigans of the wheel bands and the tyres, although there is a couple on here that's got crawler tracks. So you go for whichever one you want. You got windows standard, smoked 1, 2, 3, and then back to standard. You got mirrors standard, triple mirror, double mirrors with black support, double mirrors with green support, or back to standard. Numbers go from 1 up to 9. Then you got camera panel, yes or no, so that's inside the cab. So that's your harvester itself. Obviously, you're going to need a couple of headers. So we've got these here. The 606 SH Lavender, 4.9 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 37 grand. You then got weights, standard, 540 or standard. Fair enough. And you got the 608 SH, 6.8 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 50 grand to buy with the 540 weights on the back. Now, yeah, it's a lavender harvester, and obviously you do need the map that has lavender on it anyway. So I'm on Bucks County. For some reason you got the lavender colour in the background, but alright, it is what it is. Let's get harvesting it anyway. So I've got half of bale in the back already, so just carry on harvesting like normal, not a problem. Fair enough. So we'll get a bale load ready. So it should be coming up to anytime soon. There we are. So that's the bale now full in the back. So that's going to pop out the back and then obviously load onto the ground and then away you go. There it is. It's a purple bale. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. So what's that going to be, like 5,000 litres? Yeah, 5,000 litres on the back there. Obviously you will need to unload it or have the auto unload if you wanted to. Now obviously it's a bale and it does work with auto loaders. Now I've got this one set up here. I think it's the one by Mac Trucker 921, the cotton baler. Yeah, well, cotton bale trailer. Fair enough. So you just get into it like that, come up to it, operate in position, bomb, it's in. It's in. Loaded it. Auto loaded a lavender bale. Oh, that is awesome. Right, next up is the John Deere XUV 8X5M. This is by VR Power Bauer Simon, 5.47 megawatt on the download. You're going to find it under car. So it's got a 50 horsepower engine, 37 mile an hour top speed, 460 litre capacity on the back there. And it's also got a winch on if you've got the Platinum DLC, because it's saying it can pull 1.6 tonne. All right, fair enough. 26 grand. Then you've got attachers, standard, 3-point. Oh, it's going to be on the back. There we are. Or standard. You then got engine setup, so 50 horsepower, 23. Hold on, why does it cost more to have a lower horsepower engine? All right, fair enough. No, we'll just leave it at that. Mirrors, yes or no, puts those on like that. Winch, there we are, yes or no. So it puts one on the front. Is there one on the back? No, just the one on the front. We then got front bumper, yes or no, bit of protection there for you. Beacons, yes or no. GPS, Starfire 6000 or nothing. And then we got speed sign. Spin it around. Ah, there we are. 50. Fair enough. You then got main colour. Ooh, it's covered in orange. That looks alright. Yeah, I mean, for nipping around your farm doing little jobs, this would do you nicely. Right, next up is Lizard Diamond. This is by Rowley Christie 1, Vanquish 081 VRS Modding Sir, 21.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trucks. 480 horsepower engine, 55 mile an hour top speed, 115 grand. You then got engine set up, so we can change that to 720, 1,130. It's ace, 1,530, and back to 480. So that's like over 1,000 extra horsepower from top to bottom. That's brilliant. Wheel brands, got Lizard, Trelleborg, Nokian. What's that one? Dexel. All right, fair. DXI. All right, fair enough. And back to Lizard. Then got design, vinyl, no. Horses, Ray, graffiti, calls, tribal, or nothing. I like that. Ray, no, was it graffiti? That looks awesome. Oh, love it. We got main colour. Oh. Oh, that looks even better. Graffiti on a chrome truck. Love it. We'll go with design again. So that should do the bottom bit. Yes. Interior. Can we see the interior? Actually, let's have a look. So go for red. Oh, yeah. Yeah, on the back, on the seats. Fair enough. Then we've got vinyl colour. Oh, should we go for... Oh, let's go for something different. Pink. Oh, brilliant. Then you got rim colour. Let's just chrome it up. Let's just chrome it all the way up. That is brilliant. I mean, 1,530 horsepower engine. Love it. And the last mod for the day is the Man 33 414 41403 pack. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 30.91 megabyte on the download. And just come down to your mods and DLCs, because that is one hell of a name. That's numbers, letters. All right, fair enough. Now, we've got this pack with 2 trucks and a few backs. Right, fair enough. So the truck starts itself with this one. You've got a hook lift, basically. It's got a 403 horsepower engine, 51 mile an hour top speed, 150 grand. You've got Trelleborg, Lizard, Nokian, Michelin, and back to Trelleborg. Design, no. Model A. I still have a bumper on the front. Fair enough. Got Model A, Model A1, 2. Oh, it's just going to put a load of different things on there. Right, fair enough. Oh, we're going for a B version, puts it as a chrome. and then whatever after that says, oversized load. Okay, we've got a C version, so you got the sign on without the bumper, and then we'll get to back to nothing. Right, fair enough. Got stickers? No. Model 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to nothing. So we'll leave those on for now. Front 3-point hitch? Yes or no? Why wouldn't you want a 3-point hitch on your truck? Strobe colour, orange or white. So that's the ones in the grille, not on the top. Right, fair enough. Main colour. It's obviously going to do the main colour of the cab. Fair enough. Design colour. We'll go with that. Does the stripes, depending on which sticker you've got on the go. And then rim colour. Are they going to do the rims? Ace. And obviously to go with the hook lift, you got this, the HKL 22,000 litre capacity, 6.5 grand to buy. You got belt systems inside, yes or no. You got the main colour, and match it up with your truck. Fair enough. Hook lift system. And then the second truck is basically the same as the first truck, but without the hook lift. It's the standard truck. All right, fair enough. All the options are the same on that one, not a problem. And then we've got the backs to go with it. So we've got a bale platform with a grid that goes over the truck itself. You can change the main colour the same, and then design colour, we'll go with purple. Does the support legs and the frame underneath. We then got a bale platform without the protective bit that goes over the truck. Same options on the colour. And we then got a wood platform. Fair enough. Obviously, the design colour is going to do the framework underneath. Obviously, the main colour does the rest of it. We then got a skip. So this has got a 20,000 litre capacity. Same colour options as before. And then we've got the dolly. So if you wanted to use all these backs with a tractor, for instance, you could just hook them all up to this dolly. Why not? Same options as the main truck on the tyres. And then we've got this one here on the end, the TR4000. Even though it's got a 5,000 litre capacity, thought the name would have matched up. But all right, 10 metre working width, 12 mile an hour working speed, 8 grand. Obviously, the options on the colours are going to be the same. And this is a salt spreader. I like that. That's a nice looking truck, I must admit. I mean, get this on the go. Very nice. Got a couple of updates as well. So we've got Sunovska by Puma 145. There's no mention of a new save on that one, so that's all right. And we've got the DPW 1800 bale autoload by Weekend Farmers Amarok 10. So that's your mods done for you. Why not hit that join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.